Yo, what's up guys, I'm xraidse, and today I'm going to be introducing a 3-part series in how to make a Minecraft commentary. But first, we need to go over how to record. So recording is actually really easy, at least on OBS. So you go into settings, you go video, you can go on 60, and I record in 720, but you can also record in 1080, it doesn't matter, you don't really notice it much. So you go to output, recording, put your encoder to whatever you want. And I do 264, and then also do 50k bitrate, or if you use a different one, then it may look different. So this is just what I use, and then the rest of these don't really matter. So the important part is bitrate and FPS and resolution. So there's 3 types of commentaries that I'm going to be talking about. So first, there's the casual one, which is going to be kind of like this. Where I'm just like playing as I'm recording. I have like ideas written down and I'm pretty much just improvising what I'm talking about. So, and then there's the video essay where you read directly from a script and there's usually background gameplay and you record it separate. And then there's the entertainment, like funny, like one like that where you focus on gameplay and what's going on around you. And I think that all 3 are incredibly good, but it depends on, your personality, your editing style, and I want to talk about all 3 so you guys can actually get the best commentaries that you can make. So before I'm going to start, I'm actually just using, this really nice pack that you've probably seen in a million thumbnails. It's really cool. It's called Stellar. What a great start. I'm using this pack called Stellar Graphics V2. And it is really nice. It's made by Sparksky, and I would recommend this if you like brighter kind of packs like this. But at the same time, don't all of you use the same pack because it's literally everywhere. So I think for casual commentaries, you should write down your ideas on your phone or something, so that way you can look at them as you're recording, so you don't lose your train of thought. Because I think what a lot of people do is they just try to memorize what they want to talk about in the video in their head, and they usually just get sidetracked really easy. And I think that's a really bad thing, or it can be depending on what kind of content you want to make. But I think for casual commentaries like this, you should write down your ideas. For video essays, this is usually more work, but you put a lot more editing sometimes in these kind of videos. So I've done them before. I've actually done all 3 before, and I would say the biggest tip for that is just to write down the entire script yourself and record the gameplay separate. That way you're not trying to read directly on a script while you're playing. It's a mess. And then for funny moments and stuff, you would really just be recording the most out of this, and you're really just trimming to good parts and entertaining bits of the video. You don't really talk about important topics. You're really just trying to chill. This was kind of similar to Crane's old style, where he would just play the game and just cut to where he fell off the map or something. So now I'm gonna go in order for all the steps. So I think at the beginning you should have some sort of pretty solid intro, just to show everyone what the video is going to be, your style and whatever you're going to talk about. So for this one, I started by explaining obviously what I'm going to be doing for this video and the rest of the series. But yeah, it really just depends on what you do, especially for video essay styles, that it's the most important, because that's the reason why people click on it. Alright, finally. So sometimes when you're in intense fights, I wouldn't even bother to try and talk, because you're going to be way too focused on it. So I would recommend just doing most of the talking when you're running around, maybe fighting bots. So another thing is, if you're not really doing much through the whole game, then I wouldn't talk about it too much, or just anything. If you're literally just running around not fighting anyone the entire game, then people aren't really going to be entertained by that, because commentaries are already obviously less dopamine than watching a video essay or anything like that. So you always want to have something going in the background so people stay engaged. And I think this is a really important step that 2 games in a row. If you stutter while you record, or you slip up, just trim the footage out like just re-say the entire sentence, because that's usually what people do, is they just keep all the stuttering in for basic commentaries, and it's not really a good idea. I mean, I just stuttered like earlier in mine, but that's because I'm a hypocrite. A little bit of stuttering is fine, but if you just completely lose your train of thought like Joe Biden, then I wouldn't even bother keeping it in the video. Just completely, literally just re-say what you're going to say. It's not that hard. Oh, hey, is anyone here a content creator? Maybe. And now I'm gonna go over some tips that people don't really like notice for some reason, which they're really important because they can get really annoying. So one big tip I can say is don't tell people to subscribe at the start of the video, because if they actually were going to subscribe, then they would be watching like the whole video, and then you would tell them to sub like halfway through the video or near the end instead, and then they'll usually like want to subscribe to you because they stayed around for the video. I mean, really, how many people do you guys subscribe to like after watching one video of theirs? Like it's just literally no point. It's just wasted footage. So I think there are such things as like commentaries that are too long. Oh, wall pin. There are commentaries that are too long, so I think that a good like range for like the minutes of the video should be in total should be about like 7 to 15 minutes. It's a pretty big range, but it really just depends on what you do. So if you want to have around like that amount of footage, I would record maybe about 3 to 5 Skywars games, and if you do Bed Wars, maybe like 2 to 3. Now, I'm going to talk about collabs because I don't do many, but I recently had a collab with this YouTuber right here. He's really chill, and we did a Bed Wars collab. I believe this is one of his first collabs that he's ever made. Dude, what are you doing, man? You just... Okay. It was one of his first collabs, I believe, like on his channel. And we really both didn't know what to do, but he did use the footage very well because we both recorded. So the biggest tip I can say is if you do like a collab with someone in like a fun I don't think it works with casual commentaries that much unless you're doing like a podcast. Dumb bot. Thank you. If you're doing like a collab with someone, try to make it engaging, like more fun. And also, if you can, try to get both POVs, because I think that it like does better for like retention if you can get as many POVs as possible. Or even if you wanted to add replay in, you could. I haven't done that in years, but I think it's a pretty nice feature. Oh my god! The combo! Anyways, a few more tips. These are kind of like money, but I would recommend definitely having a good like microphone, and if you can, try to reduce like background noise like from the clacky keyboard. Unless it's like an ASMR style video, then obviously make your mic as like loud as possible, like and close to your controller and keyboard. But if you just want to do like casual ones where you focus on what you're talking about, then make sure you have a pretty solid mic. But that's going to be the end of this video. I hope this helps. I'm going to be releasing 2 other videos this week to finish off this series. So the next one, I'm going to be talking about how to edit a commentary. So thank you all for watching, and subscribe if you want to see the other 2. Have a good one.